Hello. Hello. How's it going? Uh, I'm I'm looking into some ideas about, well, considering the fact that I really have no one to talk to about uh, the things I experience in I mean, generally, I have my caseworker, but no real friends. No one to really go in depth to my experience with my disorder, and supposedly it's mine, but I'll try to give some arguments, suggest, that might suggest that, it's not just me. you know I I was considering writing some sort of book, or trying to publish some sort of book, which I had Chat GPT outline for me, and it looks good. It seems doable. Uh, let's see. It's split into four parts. My personal journey, psychological perspectives beyond the psychology, and integrative insights and reflection, stuff like that. And then I added some of my own stuff, uncommonly associated concepts and ideas, esoteric stuff like figurative language and meaning, how perception shapes reality, some references to like philosophy, religion, and science. But really, what I want to talk about is the collective unconscious and what the implications and the role it plays in my disorder. I mean, okay, let me just read some stuff, because I used Chat GPT and I asked it specific questions, and how got some feedback. Uh, so the concept of the collective unconscious was introduced by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung. It refers to a part of the unconscious mind that is shared among beings of the same species and contains universal experiences, memories, and archetypes. Here, and then he went on to it went on to talk about some key points about the collective unconscious. But what I wanted to focus on is, let's not do this, computer. Uh, so, one of the things I needed to first uh, establish is that there's a bidirectional interaction between the individual and the collective unconscious. And I'm trying to figure out where I put that. So I will go over to where did I put it? Anyways, apparently I didn't add it, but archetypes, contents and manifestation, differences from the personal unconscious. Personal unconscious contains experiences and memories unique to the individual, often formed by repressed thoughts and experiences. Collective unconscious contains universal elements that are inherent and not derived from personal experience. Significance. Indirectly affecting others via the collective unconscious. The idea of individuals intentionally affecting others through the collective unconscious is a complex and somewhat speculative area within Jungian psychology. It revolves around the belief that because we share a collective unconscious, certain action symbols or archetypes can be used to influence or resonate with others at a deep unconscious level. Here are some key points to expand upon this idea. Archetypal influence, culture, and social movements. This doesn't really get into what I'm trying to convey, the idea I'm getting at. So I'll just move on to the next. The role of the collective unconscious in the concept of witchcraft. And this will attempt to prove that, or, suggest that there is an actual thing such as witchcraft. Okay? The intentional manipulation of the collective unconscious, particularly when directed at an individual, could indeed be considered a form of witchcraft, depending on how one defines witchcraft. This perspective is rooted in the idea that witchcraft involves the use of symbolic, ritualistic, and psychological means to influence reality and affect others. Here's a detailed exploration of the concept. Understanding witchcraft and the collective unconscious. Witchcraft. Definition. Traditionally, witchcraft is seen as the practice of magical arts, involving rituals, spells, and invocation of supernatural forces to achieve the desired outcome. Symbolic and psychological elements. Witchcraft heavily relies on symbols, rituals, and manipulation of psychological states, which can be linked to the collective unconscious. This is all coming from ChatGPT. So it can't lie. Yeah, right. No, it might lie. It might be incorrect, it says. Collective unconscious. Definition. As introduced by Carl Jung, the collective unconscious is a part of the unconscious mind containing memories, archetypes, and symbols shared among all humans. Archetypes and symbols. The collective unconscious consists of universal symbols and themes that can be tapped into and manipulated through rituals, arts, and other means. Maybe. Intentional manipulation and witchcraft. Manipulation techniques, rituals and symbols, visualization, and intention. Techniques such as visualization, focus on intention, and symbolic actions are often used to direct energy towards a specific outcome. The practices can be seen as harnessing the power of the collective unconscious. Directed influence, targeted individuals. When the manipulation is directed at, I'm surprised they mentioned targeted individuals, because I kind of thought it was a hokey kind of made up thing, but it could be valid. It could be have relevance. I don't know. Targeted individuals. When the manipulation is directed at an individual, it might involve personalized symbols or rituals designed to affect their unconscious mind. This could be through direct interaction, example, giving them a talisman. Whatever. Or indirect means, example, influencing their dreams. Psychological impact. The effectiveness of such practices relies on the individual's receptivity to the symbols and psychological states induced by the rituals. The deep, often unconscious resonance with the archetypal themes can lead to a significant psychological and even physical effects. Ethical considerations. Conclusion. The intentional manipulation of the collective unconscious directed at an individual can indeed be considered a form of witchcraft, especially when it involves the use of rituals, symbols, and psychological techniques to influence outcomes. The practice draws on the deep universal symbols and archetypes within the collective unconscious, much like the traditional witchcraft magical practices. However, the ethical considerations surrounding consent and intent are crucial in determining whether such practices are benign or harmful. But what I'm getting at is, I think, because this could be incorrect. I mean, it's Chat GPT. They say, it can make errors, but it sounds reasonable given that no one debunks the idea of a collective unconscious that can be influenced, but it can influence and be influenced bidirectionally by individuals or groups. And something I think what I want to move on to next is, I think I already have, and to some extent, is the role of the collective unconscious in mental health and disorders such as schizophrenia. Given that, I mean, because they haven't exactly proven that what I experience is delusion or hallucination. They haven't proven or given me any reasonable evidence to believe that it's just hallucination inside my head, uh, or delusion. I'm not one. I try to avoid believing things I can't prove, but I'm still. The jury's out on God. Hi, God. Are you up there? I don't know. I haven't seen him. But I mean, I want to believe there's something good, right, in control, but can't say. Anyways, what? I just think that there are implications, you know, concerning, like they said, targeted individuals, hallucinations, which could potentially be, somebody or something. It kind of implies the idea, an idea related to like telepathy, something like that, where people can send something into the collective unconscious and somebody can be affected by that, directed or something. I don't know. These are just ideas, but I mean, they're not concepts that are typically associated. Uh, and I don't know why. A lot of times it feels like people are hiding it. I'm always worried about what people aren't saying, really. You know, but I think that's good enough for now. I'd like to pursue this these ideas and stuff, and perhaps try to put together a little publication or whatever book. But I don't see it being received well. I think people will attack young in order to debunk the whole concept, an idea. I don't know. Bye.